This isn't a video I plan to make. Um, I'm sure you're all aware we are seeing more and more closures of parks around the UK. In fact, we've already lost Oakwood and Flambards, and just recently we've had an announcement that Breen has gone into liquidation. Now, at the time of recording, there is still hope for that park, but it's a terrifying state of affairs when we're seeing parks and rides closing up and down the country. Now, it's not unique to the UK, but that is where I'm going to focus this video. And actually, by the end of this, I really need your help, so make sure you stick around. Let's cover the reasons behind this, shall we? Ultimately, it all comes down to the cost of living, right? I'm sure many of you watching this video have felt the pressure lately with increasing costs in energy and food and fuel and everything you can think of. And that makes it difficult for people to visit these parks because people have less disposable income and can't make as many visits as they did before. But it's also impacting the parks themselves because their costs are going up. Their staffing costs are increasing. Their energy bills are going up. A classic example is Valhalla in Blackpool. They spent millions on making that ride more efficient and economical because it was by far the most expensive ride on park. And then energy prices went through the roof and they're probably back to where they started. And I'm not surprised to see rides like that only operate for a few hours a day. So it's becoming harder and harder for these parks to stay open, stay afloat. And nobody's immune to this, right? We've obviously seen some of the small guys close, but we know the big guys as well. Merlin's struggling. And I know there's a lot of backlash against Merlin for various reasons, which I completely understand. You know, cutting entertainments, the recent stuff they've done with the Ride Access Pass, and there's people talking about boycotting Merlin. What I would say is no park is immune. None of the parks in this country are guaranteed to be here next year, 5 years, 10 years' time. The only way these parks are going to survive is with us. And so what I would ask you guys to do is, if you can, and I totally appreciate for some of you this is not easy, if you're able to visit a park, even just one park once this year, please do it. Please go visit them, because I guarantee everybody watching this video has that one park that means something to them. Could be their local park, could be the park that they visited as a child. Just imagine you woke up tomorrow to hear the news that that park is not going to open again. For me, that's Blackpool, and if I heard that news, I would be absolutely devastated. So it's important that we, where we can, show support. And it's not just turning up to the parks, although that is important. A lot of it comes down to secondary spend as well. Buy a keyring, buy a hot dog. Just show some support, because nothing is guaranteed. And I think if we lose any more parks, then it's going to be quite depressing. So that gets me on to what I'm going to do, because it's all very well me sitting here telling you guys to go and visit the parks, but well, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I intend to do something about this. I'd already kind of been planning to do something like this anyway, but this has kind of just reinforced the importance of it. I am going to take 2 weeks. I don't know when, because I haven't got the time off work yet. I'm going to take 2 weeks and travel up and down the country, visiting as many parks as I possibly can. Yes, there's probably going to be some big hitters in there, but I want to get to a lot of the small independent parks. So what I need from you guys is some recommendations in the comments. Parks that you would like to see me visit, see content from, etc. Now, I'm not going to be able to visit everything. You know, we're only talking 2 weeks here. I do have to drive between the parks. There may be some scenarios where I can get 2 parks in a day, but by and large, it's going to be a park per day, which probably means with traveling, we're talking maybe 12 parks. If I can get more in, I absolutely will. So what I need from you guys in the comments down below is a list of these parks that you would like to see me visit. You know, last year I visited Creeley. I did visit Breen, and I'm glad I did. But there's so many smaller parks I've not visited, and I really want to get to them. So if you can visit parks, please do so, and let me know which parks you'd like to see me visit. As I said, this is not a video I plan to make, and it's not a happy video, but hopefully collectively we can turn this one around and avoid any more closures. As always, I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.